Hi everyone, it's Jennifer. Thank you for stopping by for part 3 of the mini-series. Today we're going to be working on the front page of page 3, and all the materials and measurements are going to be in the description box below. So let's sit back and get started. I've pre-cut all my materials I need for the video. That way the video can go nice and quick for you guys. So you're going to take your 4 3/4 by 4 1/4 inch pieces, and we're going to score them 1/2 inch on the 4 3/4 inch side. Now as I lay each piece down, I'm just eyeballing it. The first 2 right here, I want the first one to be in the middle of the whole page, and the second one, I just make sure I line it up with the top piece. And I'm going to do the same thing for the side pieces. I'm going to put this one, I'm going to eyeball it. Looking back now, I think I should have went down a little bit more, but that's alright. I like it there. And then I'm just going to make the right side match up with the left side. Also, you want to be sure not to place the edges right on the crease of where your page or your spine will meet, because then when you turn your page, it's going to get all smushed. So you want to back that off, maybe just by a sliver. We're going to grab 2 of our 10 by 1 centimeter neodymium flat disc magnets, and I'm going to glue them down. Usually I would apply these with glue dots, but I am out and I forgot to stop and get some. But this way works just fine. Just have to make sure they stay down nice and give them a minute or 2 to dry. And I'm just going to grab my 8 by 6 of my decorative paper and go ahead and glue that down. Now I'm going to grab my pre-cut decorative pieces here from my flaps and go ahead and glue those down. So as I was gluing down the bottom flap right there, I noticed it didn't have the edge I expected it to have. So I'm trimming this paper here because I now realized that I scored some of my beginning papers, the bases, on the wrong side. So I now have to go back and trim the sides back down to fit what I accidentally messed up, which is not a big deal. It's an easy fix. The measurements for the decorative paper in the description below is going to reflect what originally it should have been before I accidentally scored a couple of them on the wrong side, because when I worked all this out, when I planned all this out the night before, I had everything pre-cut, everything fit perfectly as I had it planned and written out. I just didn't execute a couple of those correctly this morning. My apologies for that. So just to let you know, everything is going to be correct in the description. Now that there's a bigger space than I anticipated, I'm just thinking of ways I can come back here later on when I do my final details that will fill in that space and make it look cute. So the same issue I had for the outside, on the ones I scored on the wrong side, I have to also fix for the inside flaps. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just resizing them to fit the magnolia papers, and then I'm going to glue all those down. I'm kind of glad, well, not glad, because it kind of made me sad when I realized I messed up, because this is a tutorial. So I was like, oh, all is lost. Then I thought about it for a moment, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to include it. We're just going to roll with it, because I thought it would be a nice way to show how when doing an album and you make a mistake and you had limited supplies and funds for that specific album, how, just going off the plan, is going off your track, your design a little bit, it's not going to hurt, and I could always come back, fill in, do some final details, tweak it a little bit, and it'll still come out beautiful in the end. So not all is lost when you make a mistake. Things can be fixed. thank you for watching part 3. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when part 4 comes out shortly. And here is a sneak peek of what page 4 is going to look like.